how do we, as a country and globally, innovate? How do we make innovations? So I'm very excited about the next hour where we're going to hear different perspectives on the innovation process. We have Bill Tranter, who is a professor for many years, still is a professor, and he's also director at the National Science Foundation. We're also going to hear from Tom Richardson of Qualcomm. Qualcomm is an American hero in innovation and intellectual property. Tom's vice president of engineering at Qualcomm. And we also have Madan Jagannath. Madan is vice president of marketing and director of wireless products at Huawei.
The questions that Ted posed were around innovation. How do we do innovation? So perhaps this will sound trite, but it's actually what we do. All of our innovation is customer focused. We are a for-profit business, and we're there to solve problems for customers.
So this is a caricature of the world. Think of it as a neighborhood. And if you're a flashing device, then it looks to you like this. So all of these little ellipses represent flashing devices, and if you are a flashing device, you're one of these ellipses. So this forms your environment. You can see all of these things, and they can all see you. It's always on, low power, and continuous operation. That's the key.
So I'm interested in things like how do imperfections in the physical layer impact the performance of a network as a whole. That's something that's out of the realm of computer science. Protocols, things like that, I find pretty boring, and we have other divisions at NSF which work on those things.
Do you have any thoughts about the biggest opportunities for innovation in the mobile healthcare vertical?
One thing that impressed me, and this was in Italy several years ago, I was in Italy for a meeting, and one of the laboratories in Italy was training surgeons. And the surgeons were actually operating. Now, there wasn't a body there, there was a soft gel there, but the organs were where they were supposed to be. And the problem that they were working on is, as the surgeon did his thing, how do you provide the tactile feedback to the surgeon?
I mean, do you think that the innovation is speeding up, or have we kind of peaked, and maybe since the downturn in the last 2 years, that it's much less, there's much less innovation going on in the space?
My impression, if you sat through all the talks today, was that there's a lot of pressure on wireless space, from especially the growth of video was quoted over and over, and the need for higher capacity, the switch to heterogeneous networks. All of this is maybe shifting the focus of innovation in the direction to solve those problems, but the franticness of innovation seems to be increasing. And a number of opportunities, we heard the talk about the tunable RF. 10 years and time has arrived, and that's a good indicator that things are changing. When things change quickly, there's opportunity for innovation. When there's opportunity, it happens.
I'd like to know each of your opinions on innovation in the U.S. versus the rest of the world. Do you think we're in leadership position, gaining or losing versus the rest of the world?
Who wants to begin?
One check on it, one.
Who wants to touch out with a 10-foot pole? Well, my sense of it is that since the internet bubble burst a decade ago, and so many of the very smart people who were innovating in Silicon Valley left the country, or were forced to leave the country. The pace of innovation internationally has actually picked up, even as our pace of innovation has stayed about the way it has been. Right? I don't think we're slowing down. I think other folks are accelerating. When you look at the number of patents being filed internationally, it's not the US companies that are filing the largest number of patents anymore. Right? So I think US companies are doing very well, but other companies internationally are doing very well, and perhaps in some places better than we are.